My name is Philip AROKO. I'm an aspirant.
Yes.
Kaspul constituency.
Yes.
I'm calling upon everyone.
Yeah.
Let's join hands and fix this constituency. This constituency is in the hands of those who don't understand anything. You get what I'm saying? These people, they don't understand anything. They cannot even lobby for investments to come to this constituency. These are people who can say nothing in parliament. In fact, their button for response is still fresh, is still new. That we are in is very unfortunate. I don't want to talk about it because it's under investigation, and I want to leave it for the police to do their job.
Ladies and gentlemen, the name of this man, Philip AROKO Nahashon, is a name that has been dragged through the mud on social media as allegations have piled up, as DCI as of today summoned him as the main suspect. I mean, for the first time, they put a face on the assassination of one Charles Ongondowere, the Member of Parliament of Kaspul. But why? And why did they have to call out Philip AROKO as the main suspect in the murder of one Charles Ongondowere? Allow me to tell you something. The mentioning of this name, it has not come out of the DCI themselves. I mean, if there is one thing that we should agree as of right now, these people are treading on monkey waters where they don't know who the real culprit is. Let's agree on this. They summoned Philip AROKO to the DCI headquarters. Philip AROKO, as of right now, has already walked out of the DCI headquarters together with his lawyer, Danstan Omar, after presenting himself there, after they said that the guy is missing, he has gone into hiding, and all those allegations that they have brought up on this on the name of Philip AROKO. Let me remind you, Philip AROKO had started his campaign for the year 2027 within Kaspul constituency. And I tell you, the man has no real defined motive for him to assassinate the member of parliament right now. Yet he knows he had already prepared the ground that he will do what? He will vie for the for the member of parliament seat ahead of the year 2027. Allow me to take you back also to the people that have been arrested. Leave about, we are being told that 9 suspects are already in custody. I mean, is the DCI in a spree of arresting people just to prove a point that they have put people under arrest? I will give you an example, and this is not calling out names or pointing out the wrongdoings of our investigative bodies. Let me tell you one thing. When Molo President Richard Otieno, I will always refer to this case because it's one case that really touches my heart, because this was a young man, a young life that was cut short due to political interference and intolerance. When Richard Otieno was killed in Molo, the DCI diverged into investigation. They told us that they were doing thorough investigation into the case of Richard Otieno. And they would bring the culprit to book. They would make sure that those that assassinated Richard Otieno were answerable for the murder of the activist Molo President, popularly as Molo President, but known to many and to the family as Richard Otieno. When they came to arresting people, they arrested over 9 suspects. Are we together? But until now, the suspect have never been found guilty, nor have they been answerable for the murder charges. Let me tell you, the arrest and everything that the DCI had done was ruled out in a court of law because it was rumored that somebody, some interference had been made somewhere, and the whole evidence and everything that was presented before court was disputable. It's the same thing that is happening here. They have arrested currently 9 people. And let me tell you, the arrest of the bodyguard and the driver, It's not because of contradicting statements that they give, because they told us today morning that the reason why the driver was arrested together with the bodyguard is because they gave out contradicting statement from what they gave in the first account of the matter. Tell me, if somebody has been shot before you as a driver, how will you not give utakumbuka aje real details zote, yet you yourself, you are in shock at that moment? You will give statement. I mean, some of these bodyguards, they were trained, taken out of Kiganjo, given a gun from firing in Kiganjo and training sharpshooting in Kiganjo. They have never fired a bullet at anybody. So huyu jamaa ndio mara ya kwanza ameona mtu amepigwa risasi. How will they not panic and even lose memory of some details? So wakati wa Kenya walianza kuuliza bodyguard, mbona hata hakupiga risasi moja ya hewa ndio afukuze, tuone alijaribu kufukuza mwenye aliua MP? Ndio waliitana DCI, wakaitana kamkutano mahali, wakaambiana enyewe raia wanafanya uchunguzi, wacha hata sisi tufuate yale raia wanasema, tuende tukamate hawa jamaa. And that is how they ended up arresting the driver and the bodyguard. Not because that they have discovered there is real tangible evidence linking them to the assassination. There is none. The reason why they have summoned Philip AROKO is not because they have real tangible evidence against this man. And I tell you, Philip AROKO was a competitor to Charles Ong'ondo Were. So there is no way Philip AROKO would have been directly involved in this assassination. And I dare say, as I said the other day, the people involved in the assassination of Charles Ong'ondo Were are people within his inner circle who pretend that they don't want, currently they pretend that they even spearheading the investigation. I mean, we really would urge the DCI to borrow a leaf from the foreign investigative bodies so that they will learn how even somebody who was really trusted. I mean, out of the blues, you might find that even a family member was involved in this thing. Because Charles Ong'ondo Were is a man that he had a lot of hidden dirty linen that if it is cleaned in public, you all saw the celebration happening in Kaspul after the assassination of the man. You tell me that he was so good that people celebrated his death? No. So now, this is a witch hunt that the DCI have launched. I want you to listen to their statement. Ndio uelewe hawa watu, hata wao wenyewe hawajielewi. Kwa sababu, tell me why they gave us the statement and then huyu jamaa amejifikisha kwa hizo kwa headquarters ya DCI. Akaandikisha statement yake na already ashaachiliwa. Yeye amesharudi, amesharejea kwa maisha yake ya kawaida. Listen to what they said. Wanted for murder. The Directorate of Criminal Investigation requests Philip Nahashon AROKO to surrender immediately to the nearest police station. He is a person of interest in the ongoing investigation into the brutal murder of Honorable Charles Ong'ondo Were. Compliance with this request is mandatory. We also appeal to anyone with information regarding his whereabouts. Listen to this gibberish. Listen to the barbaric statement given by this agency that we have trusted our investigations with, telling us that his compliance is mandatory. How mandatory was it? Jamaa amekuja na mumeachilia yeye ameenda. It's because they have nothing to tie this man. Walikuwa wanataka wamtaje kwa mtandao, then Philip AROKO apotee, ndio sasa wapate tulikuita, mbona huku kuja? Tumekupata sasa, utatuambia mbona uliua. But AROKO knows the game. Ameona wamempost, akalipigia Danstan Omar lawyer wake simu, wakafululiza mpaka headquarters za DCI. What has happened? Nothing. I mean, he has only given a statement. So I tell you, people who went ahead to assassinate, and I mean the real plotters of this assassination, are the ones that are trying to point blame fingers. And I would really suggest the DCI to look into the inner circle of Ong'ondo Were, na wale kwanza wana point fingers to people like akina Philip AROKO. I would really add that. And people like, I mean, investigations should be done, alafu wale wakubwa waondolewe hapo. Leave the people that are angry to determine the truth, do the investigation. Maana we were told sijui CCTV footages places the assassin at Parliament building. Mara the CCTV footages places the assassin at Biashara Plaza, sijui Biashara Plaza ama Wabera Street, alongside the State House. Then the assassin follows. Hizi vitu walikuwa wanatuambia CCTV footage. When it came to them telling us, showing us the CCTV footage, DCI hawana hiyo CCTV footage. Hao watu ni cartoon waliachia waliacha Citizen na NTV wakicreate animation za kuonyesha cartoon zikionyesha alikuwa hapa Parliament Road. Cartoon, not the culprit, cartoons. Alikuwa hapa Parliament Road. Mara, let me tell you, why even we would dismiss the evidence table, telling us that Mujahideen gang was involved in this assassination. They would tell us the reason why Mujahideen gang. We know how this gang operates in Nairobi. Tumekuwa na Gaza. We have been having Gaza terrorizing the Nairobi street. Tumekuwa na Brotherhood. We have heard them. We have done investigations about them as media personalities. We know they operate. Yes, they carry out robbery with violence. Tell me, was it a robbery with violence pale ambapo waliua Ong'ondo Were? No, that was a clear, premeditated, and with good precision assassination. So why should Mujahideen involve itself with this assassination? Asubuhi tukaona wametuwekea pisto mbili pale kwa peji yao, wakatuwekea marisasi na wakatuambia wamepata in dollars $4,800. That is equal to over 500,000 Kenyan shillings. Criminal gangs in this country huwa wanaibia wazungu kila time. Tutajuaje hawa watu hata hawakuwa wamegonga mlami fulani mahali ndio wakapata hizi pesa? Na gani nazo kuwa nazo? Hawa watu wameishi kuwa na gani hapa, huwa wanahaya kwa you so I will refer you to an investigative piece that was done by one Purity Mwambia in Citizen TV years back during the Uhuru Kenyatta regime. How the criminal gangs in Nairobi obtain firearms illegally. So hawa watu kujaribu kutufumba macho na investigation ambazo we need real investigations to be done. And I think real investigation cannot be done under this leadership. Hii leadership ni ya kufunika tu watu macho. Wait until Ong'ondo Were azikwe. Si walifanya memorial leo? Ong'ondo Were akizikwa, hii story itazamishwa tu na itapotelea. Oda, that is it. I mean, you have to have, tunaitanga jicho la tatu. You have to have a third eye ya kutazama ndio uweze kugundua aswa there is a game that is being played here. Now they are playing blame games. Ni kama ile mchezo mlikuwa mnacheza ya watoto, huyu na huyu mpaka yule mwenye mtahesabu mpaka yule mwenye atamaliziwa. Tumesema ni wewe umenyamba. Ni wewe umenyamba. Unasikia? Ni wewe umenyamba. Wanaimba ni wewe umenyamba mpaka wanapoint mtu hapo. Huyu akikataa kabisa wanaondoka kwa huyu, wanaanza kuhesabu mwingine. Ni wewe wadhuria ni gitararuki. So that is the game that DCI is playing. Wamesema ni Philip AROKO. AROKO akakuja huko kwa DCI headquarters. They have been cowed. Wamemwambia we don't have tangible evidence to place you in the center of our investigation. Alafu hata zile gun walipata, let them conduct forensic analysis, the ballistic report, let them conduct them so that they will tell us how they places the gun at the crime scene, ya kwamba hizi risasi zilipigwa kutokea kwa hii bunduki aina ya Seska ama hii bunduki aina ya Makarov. Tuko pamoja? That is how it's done. I mean, you need to be good in terms of analyzing matters investigation, ndio utaelewa hii story. Kwa sasa wadau, niambie maoni yako haswa kulingana na hili. Leave a comment on the comment section. See you in our next video. Tuonane katika video zetu zijazo. Hii ni The Kenyan Daily Report.